what pisses me off, that people don't understand about karma. You don't get 20 years ago, this man owned a type of construction company, and he hired a man that was inadequate. He didn't show up to work most of the time. He was poorly, executed the jobs that he had to do, and he was just not even a fast worker. Everybody complained about him. People actually quit because. But this person, who I know well, that owned the business, just couldn't fire him. He just didn't have the nerve. He didn't have the guts. He just didn't have it in his heart. It bothered him. Fast forward 5 years later, he finally did get the nerve to let this guy go. Wonderful. But then he had a hard time hiring people after a couple of years. So out of desperation, he hired this guy back. He fell into the same patterns and was driving everybody crazy again. In fact, his wife and everyone was telling him, get rid of the guy. And he's like, this was not the strongest personality, the one that owned the business. He just had a hard time doing that type of management in his business. Fast forward 5 years later, this company built a construct for us in our backyard. This man was the one that did the job. A week later, it collapsed under my husband's feet. My husband had 3 months of severe concussion. To this day, 10 years later, my husband is still suffering. Mental health issues, pain, anxiety, weakness, all the concussion issues, sleepless nights, just all of the concussion issues that you can have. And he's had about 4 or 5 concuss issues since then that put him in bed for weeks at a time. The lesson is that when you don't have the guts, and you don't have the fortitude, and you don't know who you are, and you're too much of a people pleaser, or you're not strong enough, or you got too much pride, and you make really poor decisions, karma happens. And unfortunately, other people pay the price of that karma. Now, he was a friend of ours, so we didn't take him to court. We didn't sue him. We thought, I was too focused on getting my husband better and worried about him. Think about the decisions you make, because it can save lives.